So, I finally found a use for Twitter. I saw a story come up, or an article by Skepchick. I follow Skepchick. I used to follow Rebecca Watson, but she blocked me. I was trying to promote the Eat a Queer Fetus for Jesus thing for Coughlin, so I figured, hey, why don't I send a little tweet to Rebecca Watson asking her out for coffee and then putting that hashtag on there. Anyway, she tweets me back asking me out for coffee, and I'm like, well, this is surprising and terrifying because I don't really want to have coffee with her because she's Rebecca Watson. So then I was going to send another tweet back to her, and lo and behold, she has blocked me, which I think is really bad form to, tweet somebody back like you're responding to them and then block them. I mean, what a bitch move. It's not like she has any way of knowing that I'd rather give a colonic irrigation to a homeless person than have a 5-minute conversation with her. She can't possibly know that. Unless she watches this video, then she'll be fully aware, but I don't think she follows me. Anyway, Skepchick wrote an article. This isn't Rebecca Watson, by the way, but I just thought it's giving advice, and I thought I would add to that advice, just to be a friend. Now, this article is called How to Stop Patronizing Your Fat Friend, Self-Loathing Edition. This will be wonderful. Trigger warning. Oh yeah, if anybody's easily triggered, you better take your benzodiazepines right now. Okay, so you stop making the political into the personal when it comes to your fat friend. That's awesome. Thank you so much for hearing what your fat friend has to say rather than your own internalized assumptions about her feelings. Okay, one, I don't know what it means to make the political into the personal. It sounds like just another way of saying being an asshole. Two, I don't know about your Skepchick readership, but when somebody takes this kind of patronizing tone with me, I might continue to be civil, but in my head I'm thinking, I wish you would get Crohn's disease and or get hit by a bus, you condescending bitch. I hate you. I'm just going to tell you that, just in case you didn't know. People don't like that tone. But continue. But sometimes, you tentatively begin, I hear her actually hating on herself. I hear her call herself worthless, ugly, and so on. What should I do then? Definitely don't tell her to just love herself, ignore the haters, or otherwise pretend that your assessment of her attractiveness will make it all okay. Actually, what I would say personally is, yeah, you're fat, I'm fat, we're all fat, this is America. But you know what? We're not all crybabies. Hint, hint. Anyway. In addition to robbing us of our ability to discuss that which affects us, telling fat women to self-love away anti-fat bias asks quite a lot of us. Actually, ignoring things is very easy. It's incredibly easy. Like, 99% of the shit I'm exposed to in a day, I ignore, because it's usually pretty tedious. Anyway. Are we just supposed to turn ourselves into rubber and all fat haters into glue? Ignore everything that we see happen, or that we happen to see or overhear? Pretend that everything that is said to us was never uttered? Well, I mean, if you have a more energy efficient but equally effective way of dealing with life, I would love to hear it. I sense you probably don't, though. Forgive me if I have a little confirmation bias here. Okay. I've worked my ass off to feel good about myself, but I have my down moments. A head pat that frizzes up my carefully arranged hair and a "you should give yourself more credit, hun" doesn't help me in those moments. Wow, that doesn't actually help me ever. I don't ask people for that shit. Actually, sometimes I will ask girls if they think I'm pretty, because I think it's funny. And I like to be told that I'm pretty. I'm sorry, I digress. I've had a long day. Oh, yes. All the self-given credit in the world won't change the fact that sizeism is indeed a thing, and that my experiences are real. Real? That's sort of philosophical, and I don't want to get into that, but trivial? Yeah, probably pretty trivial. I know, your feelings don't run the world. I know it's hard to hear, but it's true. So, this picture right here, in case you can't read it, says, "Little girls aren't born knowing how to hate their bodies, so we decide to teach them." Well, first, just to state the obvious, this appears to be a young girl, and she appears to be naked. I'm pretty sure that Skepchicks are, at this point, peddling child pornography. But, breezing right on past that, are you really trying to suggest that girls, women, are not insecure all by themselves? I mean, let me just throw this out there. Human beings are a bunch of insecure panty wastes. Every last one of them. Now, sure, they need to learn exactly what to be insecure about, but they're going to be insecure about something. That is just a given. Don't be a fucking retard. Alright, back to the main stream of the dissertation. The relentlessness of the message that fat women are repulsive means that fat women have to grow quite a thick skin in order to be confident at all. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but having a thick skin is a prerequisite for confidence at all in all demographics, whether they be fat, thin, or whatever, because you might not be aware of this, the world is filled with assholes. And, if you don't learn to ignore them, you're probably not going to be confident. Fortunately, well, I would say that I just naturally don't give a rat's ass, but it's probably a lifetime of people telling me I'm worthless, stupid, ugly, shit like that. I've learned to ignore it. And I think I'm pretty goddamn awesome. Am I actually awesome? Who knows? If somebody tells me otherwise, I ain't gonna hear it. Anyway. What to do about your fat friend, then? I don't know, that's her problem. Oh, sorry. If she mentions any kind of positive feelings towards her body, you should be damn proud of her. Okay. I'm not her mommy. I'm not gonna be proud of her. Anyway. She has managed to resist a pretty incessant message in favor of being unhappy with herself and living a full life. Direct some kudos her way. Okay. Actually, I'd be like, maybe you should focus on you just a little bit less. Just, gonna throw that out there. Self-obsession, not an attractive quality. And I don't even mean like sexually attractive. I mean like people won't want to be your friend if you're always just talking about your feelings about yourself. That is just a fact. Alright. On the flip side, if she mentions anxieties about her body, blaming her for not being confident enough is a rather jerk-face move. I'd just give the same advice that I already gave, like, why don't you try focusing on things other than yourself a little bit? You'll probably be happier and less annoying. Think about just how hard she would have to work to never once internalize the message she's constantly being force-fed. Give her some credit. Fuck this. The moral of the story is, don't listen to people, especially Skepchicks. TTFN.